There we go. Okay, Ramblin' Rose, this is Alicia Davenport of Judging Your Short program. I'm directly to the end of the arena, standing in the back of a truck. Music has started, waiting for you guys to come in. If you hear singing, it's my scribe. Okay, coming in the gate, looking for a nice straight line. First two horses came in pretty straight. Second horse has popped out a little bit to her left to the 3 o'clock side. As we come around, we're going to set up for our offset circles, looking for that circle to come back and feed in. Nice job. It feeds in sooner than it needed to, so you get a little degree of difficulty on that. Watch that line as you're coming straight. Nice job. The circle is staying consistent in the spacing as they come through that. That's a really nice job and a good setup on that offset circle. A little bit inconsistent on the spaces. The first circle was smaller than the second circle. A little bit of a gap there between the Palomino and the Sorrel as it came through. Nice job. Watch your tracking as you come to the end of the arena, going right and left at the end of the arena. Looking as you guys are setting up in the corner. Good job finishing out the last of that circle. And setting up for your single file thread, definitely set toward the 9 o'clock wall of center. Nice spacing as you come in, a little inconsistent on the back two horses in the spacing, so it would be the fourth horse in the line that came through on your single file thread was a little bit long in the pairs. Okay, this is a little bit of a timing issue for me as you come up, pairs up the center column. The second pair took a little bit to form, looking for consistent tracking. Nice job with your tracking. Your flag poles on the tops are all over the place, so straighten those out so they're nice and straight. You're gonna come around and do an individual turn back to columns. Okay, a little bit rough for me on that. That turn back to columns never really came back to columns as you guys turn into an oblique. As you're coming into an oblique, as you're coming into an oblique down the rail and setting up for a, looks like what I'm going to assume is posse roll. Nope, we're going to go across the diagonal and the half team obliques across the diagonal. And nice job on that, and refeed these obliques. I really like how you guys skied those across the arena. Nice job with the obliques, nose to knee all the way around. Looking as your consistent spacing as you go around the arena. Watch your tracking as you came out on this. The bay on the left side of me and the Palomino on the right side of that never actually tracked, so you guys were off one horse all the way around. And we are going to part right and left with these 10 horses, and we're going to set back up for a box. Looking for our tandem boxes. We're coming through. It's a little bit tough to do with 10, and you guys did a really good job on that. As you guys came through that tandem box, it was nice to set her in the arena. Nice tracking as you came through. Watch your tracking as you come out a little bit. Had a little bit of an issue with the Cremello, was a little bit out to the outside of the buckskin for too long. Okay, setting up for the basket weave. Definitely got some concerns as you guys come into the basket weave. You're showing them to me as you slow way down, and we wiggle our lines all over the arena before we set up. Watch your tracking as you come into it. Everybody should open when one side opens, and it saves a lot of grief as you guys are building this move. Okay, not too bad as you came through. Not quite consistent on your centering of the arena. And you guys can do that at a canter. You're ready to do that at a canter. I'd like to see a better setup into that maneuver for me, for you to get a degree of difficulty. Okay, we're setting up. We're going to come around and do our pinwheel, looking at the consistent laddering, nose to tail spacing as you guys come around. And we're going to set up for the pinwheel. Make sure that you stay shoulder to shoulder as you come into the pinwheel and get the center into that hitch there. Coming around, got a little bit of a whoop in it, but not very much. Good job in the hub, keeping the hub consistent as you come around the center of the arena. Nice flags are up. Nice job on those outside horses staying out and wide. Bringing the circle back around. I like the way you guys snake that into the circle as you're coming around, closing the gaps off in front of the Palomino, in front of the paint. Nice circle, nice centered in the arena. Nice job. A little bit of an inconsistency of the space as you guys are crossing the 6 o'clock line down there. You'll see that you're kind of chasing a gap, and then it's getting a little bit crowded on the 9 o'clock wall. I'm going to break this apart and do a double peel, or just, nope, we're just breaking it in half. Watch your spacing as you come out of this. One horse, 1.5 horse. We're going to set up top of the arena. We're going to come into our diamond cross side. We're going to make the hard turns to come to our quarter line on the first cross. Good tracking, nice spacing as you come through this. I like the cadence. Whoop, watch out, Gray. Nice job moving to your right to fix that. Watch your spacing coming in. I don't want to see the adjustment. I want to see it done correctly. First pair is a little bit longer than the second pair. We're getting a little bit grouped up in the back, but now we spread out. So the first spacing into that was tight, coming out of it was wide, so you didn't have consistent spacing as you came through that. Looking at your columns coming up the center, looking for nice consistent tracking as you guys come up into this, and turning around. The first two horses turn and go back into a posse roll to the back, and we're going to kind of posse roll this around and back to pairs. Nice job on your pairs maneuver with that. I like that maneuver. Make sure that when you guys come out of that pairs maneuver, though, you start tracking again. The second to the last pair is my favorite pair alignment. Coming across the arena, looks like we're going to set up for a little head body, or stop. We're all going to stop. Okay, hang on, I can zoom in. See your lateral space? Me too. Okay, I'd like to see better lateral space as you guys stop as you're coming into that. Now we're going to do our Liberty Gate all the way around. A little bit of a shoulder to shoulder alignment issue on the Liberty Gate as we come around. Make sure that you keep your shoulder to shoulder alignment and the center doesn't fall down in your Liberty Gate. Okay, a little bit of trotting here as we pick back up out of the Liberty Gate. I know it's deep dirt. Okay, and consistent spacing. A little bit, it's better this time, but watch your guys' spacing. I could hammer on it all day. Don't show it to me. Okay, all the way to the top of the arena, and we're going to do a double arrow. We're going to build our arrow, looking for the back to be nice tracking, a little bit inconsistent on the front of the arrow as you guys come through that nice turn. Carmelo, that was a great job as you turn back around, came back into our, looks like we're building our 2 sweeps of the arena, half team sweeps. Okay, we got 4 in the front and 6 in the back. I'm gonna pretend like that was on purpose. Okay, oh no, you're not in the back, you're 4, 3, and 3. Okay, so this is our maneuver bigger than 3s, looking at your guys' alignment as you come around, nose to knee, turning it shoulder to shoulder, nice shoulder to shoulder in the first group, good shoulder to shoulder in the second group. Watch your flag carriage, and straighten that middle horse. You're trying really hard, but you're actually riding sideways, middle horse and middle group. Okay, and we're gonna come around. Tracking wasn't really there for me as you guys did that. We're gonna turn these opposite directions. Nice job as we're gonna turn them back around into a big 3-man posse roll. I'd like to see the timing be a little bit more consistent on that, and then a straighter line as you go on your way out the gate. You guys are kind of coming out in a diagonal. All in all, that was a really nice drill. Just a few things to clean up, timing, alignment, and spacing.